Hello, frogs and freak shows. My name is TV Skyen, and welcome back to the boss designs of Dark Souls 2. Now, if you remember last time, we took on the Demon of Song and exorcised that particular little infestation in the Shrine of Amana, and then we went back to Majula, and we didn't look like this when we went back, and that's because I spent a little bit of time, in fact, quite a lot of bit of time, grinding out that particular ruins sentinel-infested room in Drangleic Castle to get a bunch of souls and invested them into upgrading, well, this set of armor, which is the Faram armor, which happens to also be the armor that that was chosen to be the cover art of Dark Souls 2, as it turns out, because it has a nice weight to defense ratio, and I like the look of it. And also, I upgraded the Pursuer Ultra Greatsword because it turns out that thing delivers more damage than my somewhat larger, massive Greatsword at somewhat less of the weight. So that's nice. So I have a little bit more of a roll, and my stamina recovers a bit faster, and hopefully I'll take a little bit less damage than I did in my old configuration. Plus, I mean, let's be real, my thick girl makes this look good. But now, having cleared out the Demon of Song and freed the lady from the top of Drangleic Castle and stuff, I'm a little bit... now what do we do? And my first impulse would be to travel back to the bonfire where we left off last time, which was this one. The Rise of the Dead and the Shrine of Amana. Because, well, it's like a staircase, and I didn't go up the staircase last time, I don't think. Death required ahead, but be wary of pointless. Well, there's nothing up the staircase. Then there was this door. Is that a King Vendrick door again? Hello. Hi. 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 Hello. Hi. 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 Hello. Hi. Hi. Hello. Hi. Hi. Hello. Hi. Ooh, elevator. Are these people also just people who died from falling down? Yeah. it's like quite a lot of people who forget. Do 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 do. Manamana. Do 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 do. Manamana. Do 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 do. Well, there's a bonfire. Ooh, and it's getting dark. Undead crypt. Indeed. Looks more like a castle almost than a crypt, really. Ah! Motherfucker, is it you again? Son of a... Oh, you're larger. Oh, you got... Oh. Have you been working out? You got swole, bro. Right, okay. Let's, since more of him is here now, let's have a better look at you. Oh, I see a face. Oh, hang on. 2 eyes. That's the nose, that's the mouth. Oh, I see. He says there is a human shape in there. Barely. Barely a human shape. Assuming I'm right and that's a face, then the big forehead up there, he's like a classic character design of the scholarly intellectual, like your classic Einstein type character design with like the big forehead and the hair falling down, and Leonardo da Vinci and characters like that with a big hooked nose. All the old-timey wisdom indicators for like wise old man characters, and then, you know, obviously he's a little bit melted. And, he's got, some stuff growing on him. I'm sure a qualified dermatologist could take care of it. Yeah,
What drives your soul to overcome the supposed curse?
Supposed?
Life is brilliant, beautiful. It enchants us. To the point of obsession. Some are true to the purpose that they are shared, fresh in mind. One man lost his own body that lingered on overhead.
Oh, really now?
Others fix the charms of love. However,
Gee, I wonder who he's talking about.
Well, I'd like to get to the bonfire if you don't mind.
once the Lord of Light banished a dark and all that stand from humanity. And men assumed a fleeting form. These are the roots of our world. Men are props in stated life, and no matter how tender, how explicit, a lie will remain a lie. Young Oliver, knowing this, do you still desire peace?
What? So, what is it that you're asking me, old man? So he frames... What I have to imagine is the events of Dark Souls 1. The Lord of Light banishing dark and all that's made of humanity, blah, blah, blah. Dark Souls 1, Lord Gwyn linking the flame, yada, and so on, as a lie. And then he asks me, do you still desire peace? Which must mean he's asking me if I would still pursue the linking of the flame? Something along those lines? Which, like, in my case, the answer is no, because I didn't link the fire last time around, and I think linking the fire is a bad idea. But I think here he's asking me if I will continue my quest. Which I will. Because this character doesn't know any of that yet, so... Sure. Yeah, why not? Okay.
Venric, the near true one, is here. And not
Oh, really?
but what is it? You, neither born with great wisdom grounded in my flames. What is it you seek? You cannot even say yourself.
I mean, I want the bonfire.
We shall meet again, young Harlow.
I'm sure we will, and I'm sure you will never turn out to be some kind of, obstacle on my path with an ulterior motive or anything. Whoever the hell you are. Okay. I'm gonna be paranoid about bonfires from now on. He grew a lot bigger? He got large, or else more of his body is emerging, one or the other. So, this is just a small little... He seems to be quoting Shakespeare a little bit there. Like, all the world's a stage, and all of its men and women merely players. We act out our parts in turn, and yada yada. Hey, actually, Future Sky, could you chime in with an actual quote from Shakespeare right here? I'll wait. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts, his acts being 7 ages. At first the infant, mewling and puking in the nurse's arms, and then the whining schoolboy with his satchel and shining morning face creeping like snail unwillingly to school. And then the lover, sighing like furnace with a woeful ballad made to his mistress's eyebrow. Then a soldier, full of strange oaths, and bearded like the pard, jealous in honour, sudden and quick in quarrel, seeking the bubble reputation even in the cannon's mouth. And then the justice, in fair round belly with good capon lined, with eyes severe, and beard of formal cut, full of wise saws and modern instances, and so he plays his part. The 6th age shifts into the lean and slippered pantaloon, with spectacles on nose and pouch on side. His youthful hose well saved, a world too wide for his shrunk shank, and his big manly voice turning again towards childish treble, pipes and whistles in his sound. Last scene of all that ends this strange eventful history is second childishness and mere oblivion, sans teeth, sans eyes, sans taste. Sauce. Everything. So, oh, someone's carrying light around. Oh, hey, it's Torch Bro! He's alive! In a manner of speaking. Is he determined to follow me again? Because that would be annoying. Oh, a religious icon. Well, it's a tomb, so that makes sense. Is that a skull-faced lady? Is that La Muerta? That lady's face is definitely a skull. And she presides over this congregation of lesser beings that attend her. With mercy. Like, she has a pretty universal stance of mercy about her. Same one on all of them, I imagine. Yeah. I wonder if that has any That's a dude. Okay, Hello, darkness, my old friend. If you're gonna follow me around, that'll be inconvenient. I can have my own fire, thanks. Okay, so that's definitely a dude. Yeah, hello. Uh-oh. Ah! Oi, boy. Large boy. Beefy. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah, okay. Okay. That's enough of that. They're being worshipped. Oh! The other hollows are worshipping those dark priests. Ugh, smashed the oil barrel again. Ladia Blackrobe. Okay, is there gonna be, like, someone up there sniping down at me? No? A robe worn by Ladia witches. Ladia apostles worship Galeb, god of disease. Huh, not Nito? They once resided in the undead crypt beside Finito. Aha! Finito! I told you! I don't know what that is, but... Aha! Finito. Mil Finito. Just some relationship, probably. I don't know. The Ladia witches grew conceited and began to manipulate both the onset and curing of disease, making themselves the effective gatekeepers of the crypt. Well, that explains why the Hollows were worshipping them. If they have set themselves up as curers of disease, then that's an easy way to get a misfortune ahead. Be wary of Torch. Is there another Torch, bro? And this one's gonna try and set me on fire? Be wary of Torch, then Dark required. Oh, so is this another oh god, is it gonna be spiders? Oh no, I don't want spiders. I don't want spiders.
Hold.
Ah! Ah!
Human, do not produce light. Light, and all those who bear it, are unwelcome in this place.
What? Okay, okay, so just don't bring a torch in here. I guess, is what they're saying. Be wary of ally. You are the big hook guys. I don't have a torch, so it's cool. You don't have to attack me.
I am Ugdane, guardian of the crypt. Countless dead rest here in peace, cradled by the comfort of dark. Light only agitates. We have no need for it here.
Okay.
I am a Finito.
Aha!
We weave death and watch over the dead.
I see.
This task was granted to me by the one who gave us the first death. Countless souls rest here. Some of them from ages long ago. Some were rich, others poor. Some wise, some dull, but now they're all just dead.
Right, so he's a finito. Not a fanito, but a finito. But still, that seems like because the middle finito, were tasked with singing songs that would calm and bring comfort to the dead. And he's a finito who's tasked with guarding and keeping peace and calm in the undead crypt. So, presumably they're two halves of a whole kind of thing.
Did you come for him? The one called Vendrick. You will find him deeper inside.
Wait, are we gonna find Vendrick?
Many castle servants and the like have come to fetch their lord, but they rest here now, put to death by the king's own guards. Perhaps he's not in the mood for company.
Well, he doesn't get to choose, does he?
In the past, humans were one with the dark. The former king of light, he feared humans. Feared that they would usher in an age of dark. How queer you humans.
Well,
How you go on, never separating truth from fiction. This place is welcome to all, provided due reverence is shown. Death is equitable, accepting. We will all one day be welcomed by her embrace.
her embrace, I see.
Tell me what you desire. Show me reverence, and I will lend you my hand.
Are you hitting on me? Oh, no, okay.
Farewell, human.
Thanks. Cool. You guys are cool? Everything, if I take this thing, am I cool? That's cool, right? It's cool, you. Cool. 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 Right, so very explicit connections being drawn back to Dark Souls 1 here. Not naming Nito, but he does refer to the god of, he does refer to death itself as she, which tracks with the sort of Virgin Mary-esque iconography we found near the entrance to the tomb. That they conceptualize death as female. Interesting. I'm reasonable. Oh, fuck door. Treasure below. I mean, that may well be true, but I'm not testing it. And now it's testing whether I'll be tempted to bring up a torch. See? There's a brazier. You can light it right here. Try jumping and then torch. I think the hell not. Oh, no, wait, hang on. Okay, so we can either do the fog door, or we can go down here and look around. Well, let's start with the fog door. Huh, no boss. What am I seeing here? Are those supposed to be... I hope that doesn't set off anything. Oh, it does. Hello, skeleton. That wasn't me. Wasn't me. Not me. I didn't do it. It wasn't me. Oh, God. Ring wraiths! What the f... Invaded by what? Okay, well... We didn't lose too much progress, I think. Okay, so... Okay, the skeletons spawn no matter what. Oh no, he's gonna hit the bell. Don't hit the bell. Please don't hit the bell. Unless it makes them aggressive towards you, don't hit the bell. Bell bad. Oh, god damn it! Really? Wall ghosts. So we'll just very cautiously... Hey! Please don't be another explosion. Okay, good. Whew. Alright. Oh, no. No, no, no. No, no. I didn't mean to. 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 It wasn't on purpose. Help. Help! Everything cool? Okay. Shh. Okay. All right. All right. Oh no! Why? Ah! And more priestesses too, huh? Where are you? There you are. Fine. Okay, that's a player then. Hi? Did that miss? Ah! Ran out of stamina. That's a cool character design he's built for himself there. Real samurai sh. Nope. So basically, try and break as little stuff as possible while down here. Because breaking stuff... Nameless usurper. God in heaven, there's a lot tonight. Hi. Hello. Are you an NPC? I can't tell anymore. Probably, or you would have known to maybe dodge. Well, hey, I beat one invader tonight. Oh! What the hell? What's with those? Hello, wall ghost. I think I can safely ignore. Oh god, 2 of them. Okay, can I aggro just one of you? Just like 1 at a time. No? Okay. So, oh well, I managed to aggro 1, like I wanted. Ow. Jerk. Oh, f*** off! Orma's Great Shield. Ooh. Oh, so that's half of one. Shield of the knights who long ago attempted to conquer the undead crypt. They bore no weapons, only a shield split into left and right halves, which they used to playfully crush their foes until their corpses were needed beyond recognition. The engraving depicts 2 messengers from the hereafter who welcome the recently dead by reviewing the deeds of their lives. Cool. Anyway, hello. Come on. Yep, and then the second one. There we go. And then I hit you. And then you try to hit me. Yep. And then I hit you again. See? It's a lovely game we play. I can see why people do shield builds with that. That seems fun as hell. Okay, so Death Pit or Unavoidable Pit. It's one or the other. Oh, hello, Lady Death. Another one? What the hell? What's with these guys? Oh, it's not a death pit. It's just you fall down and then... Oh, no, it might be a death pit. It's another one of those rooms with rocks in them. Geronimo! Okay, that wasn't far. It's cool. I'm not breaking anything. What was that? Okay, maybe I broke one thing. I broke one thing. But, like, there's hundreds of things in here. So, like, I only broke one. So don't worry. You can't be mad at me for that. Oh. No! What? I didn't even ring a bell, you a- Oh, no. No, why? Why would you do that? Oh, 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 hell. Oh, no. Oh, that's a dead end. Hi, hello. Sorry, I don't know anything about any Bagginses. Why? I didn't even hit the bell. I didn't even hit the... Why? Jerks. I was being so careful and respectful. Also, one of those wraiths were definitely raised before. Like, before the bell was struck. And I call bullshit on that. This is like the worst place in the game to have very big weapons. Oh, f*** off! A forlorn with a scythe. Well, isn't that just fucking precious? Right. So nothing seems to have chased me from that room. One at a time, please. Well, one thing followed me from the crypt. Okay. I'm just... You know what? I'm just gonna leave from here, like, as soon as I can. Yeah, hi. Don't hit the bell. No! No, 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 no! Why? 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 No! No! You! You! Ah! Oh! What the f***ing nipples? You motherfuckers. Yeah. Once you're in that corridor, there's nothing you can do about that flame pillar. Like, nothing whatsoever. Hey, can I just... I mean, if you wouldn't mind. I have so many lost souls. And there's the bell. That way. Okay, bye! Bye forever! Don't follow me. Don't follow me. Okay. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. Okay. Oh, we're over on the other side of the thing now. Please be a bridge. Please be a shortcut. Please. Please be... Oh, thank God! Oh, thank God. Ah. Okay. Shortcut. Thank you, Dark Souls. Thank you very much. Okay, I think I picked up some stuff in here. Mace of the Insolent. The mace of formerly high-ranking clerics. It is combined with a sacred chime and can cast miracles and hexes with strong attack. The clerics held venerated positions once, but now their souls wander aimlessly in the depths of murky darkness. Oh, cool. In short below, try enemy. Yeah, this definitely looks like the lead up to something. This looks like the lead up to something bad. Okay, right. I have adjusted the brightness up a little bit because I've noticed that the YouTube compression algorithm is terrible with darkness, and it sure is plenty dark down here. So, lesser foe here? Oh, 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 no, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh, off. You mother. Can I break this? No. It's full of ring wraiths now. All right, one at a time. Piss off! So I imagine what happens. What's supposed to happen is you walk down, you run through the corridor, and then this rings the bell. And the wraiths come out of the walls, and you get 7 ways from Sunday. I see. So I have managed to dodge a bullet here a little bit, because now they're at range, and they aren't aggroed, and I can do this to them. Cheese. Because, oh my God, it's a Dragon Rider. Okay. Imagine running at the Dragon Rider and those 2 guards and then having ring wraiths called on your ass. At least this time he can't knock me into a pit. Okay, this time, no wraiths, please. This time, come over here. Come to think of it, I should just shoot him with an arrow, actually. There's gonna be another little undead bastard sneaking up. Yes, there is. What the hell? No. F you! Okay. Ow. Sliver of health. You bastard. Okay, please don't let the Dragon Rider respawn when whatever boss is behind that door murders the hell out of me. Alright, hello, who's gonna kill me here? Ooh. Ha! Just a dude in armor. How hard can that be? He doesn't seem hollow. I saw a human face in there. So I've seen you in the intro I edited together before. Oh, a classic duel. Oh, I like this. I'll probably hate it in a second, but... Oh, Velstadt. Hello. The Royal Aegis. Oh, ow. Of course you got a double. And another. Do you have a third? Nope. Cool. Ow. Okay, don't use big attacks against this guy, because... Oh, okay. That was a long thrust. That was a long thrust. I respect a man who has a long thrust. That's, well done. But in terms of character design, Mr. Velstadt there is fairly... I feel like he's fairly clear, because he's the Aegis. An Aegis is an old name for a shield. So he's the royal shield, which means he's protecting Vendrick, who presumably is, like, right beyond here. Not that this matters, but, I wonder what happens when all the pillars break. Oh! Okay. I'm just gonna... If you just... Please... Let me, light snack. Thank you. I'm hearing bells ringing. Oh god, a wraith's gonna show up in the middle of this. That would suck. Wide swings. Thrusts. He can run at you. And he can choose not to do the second hit if he wants to. Oh, I keep getting caught by that. And then, yeah. Oh, le quick dodge. Too fast for you, my friend. I'm just gonna bug bite this guy to death. Weirdly, I feel like probably staying close isn't too bad of an idea. Yeah, like that. And do the second, would you? No? Okay, so he telegraphs the thrust by jumping back. Oh, he can also do that. Okay. Backwards sweep. No. No, no, no. No, no. I don't know what that is, but don't do it. Okay. Is he faster now? Stronger? What's he doing? Whoa! Please don't summon ads. I don't want to deal with more than one of you. But that's not a miracle. That's a dark spell. Interesting. Ah, f you. Need to heal. Let me. Well, the Pursuer's Greatsword isn't doing a lot more than my normal swing, so that L2 isn't worth it. Oh, it actually is doing more. Oh, he increased his defense. Of course he did. He's the Aegis. No, 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 no. No. Okay, almost got him. Almost got him. But yeah, lots of gold. And also, he's carrying a bell. Like, his mace is a bell. That's why I'm hearing bell ringing. And the mace then... Okay, victory achieved. Excellent. Soul of Velstadt. And the mace seems like it's similar to this one that we found, the Mace of the Insolent, in that it's both a mace and a thing that can be used to cast miracles and hexes. Right. Cool. That was very... That was a very, like, classic, standard Dark Souls boss. That was like, yeah, fighting a... It was a dude in armor, but it was a dude in cool armor. And he clearly, like, it served a clear purpose with his character design. That's interesting. Now let's go see what he defended. Hello. Oh, is this another boss? Wait, I know that music. That's Vendrick. He's hollow. Of course he's hollow. Is he aggressive? That's Vendrick, right? That's him. Yeah. That's him. At the bottom of a grave, surrounded by statues of old sages, defended by a cadre of loyal knights, is the king's tomb. Is that his gear? That's the king's armor and his shield, and it's all his royal vestments. It's everything but the crown. And his ring. Hello, Vendrick. Of course it ended like this for you. Of course it did. Of course it did. I mean, there wasn't any other way, was there? After all. That's the fate of those who struggle with the curse of the undead. That's our fate. Of course he succumbed. Makes sense. I mean, the game was telegraphing it. Like, it was foreshadowing it. It was foreshadowing that Vendrick wouldn't... That he wouldn't be the thing that we needed. That he wouldn't be what we were looking for. He's not a cure. He doesn't have a cure. He doesn't have a way to avoid the curse, because as we've talked about, the curse is death. It's inevitable. And so, the Wizard of Oz is revealed to be nothing but a little man behind the curtain. Every bit as ragged and pathetic as the miserable hollows that have been haunting us throughout this entire tomb. Alas, nothing happened? He's not aggressive now. No. So, let's have a look at the king's ring. Opens the king's gate. A soul is much like a curse, and those with strong souls must bear within themselves an even stronger curse. Vendrick, king of Drang Lake, used a powerful soul to keep the curse at bay. In the end, he sought the flame that began it all. Wear this ring to open the king's gate. Well, we have the king's ring, then. Wretch ahead. Huh. Misfortune ahead, therefore tears. Hello, Herald.
This ring is the symbol of the king.
How did you follow me down here?
Use it to gain passage through the king's gate and venture to the far east. Bearer of the curse. If you are to be the next monarch, then one day you will walk those grounds without really knowing why.
Well, thanks for the hint, I guess. I don't feel right about just leaving him here. He needs to sleep. Like, the poor bastard needs to rest. Seriously, how did she make it here past those guys? Oh, right, the I forgot about the Knight's soul. Oh, oh, we've seen that before. Look at that soul. That's tainted by the dark. Like Artorias' was. Soul of Velstadt, defender of the king inside the undead crypt. Velstadt was always at his king's side, as if he were his lord's shadow. After the king retired to the undead crypt, Velstadt followed, never to return. I guess we'll have to go and see either... well, either our bird friend or Strayed. Let's see if we can buy this boss armor from our wealthy friend here. Because that would be neat. I'd like it to see his weapon, too. Ah, there it is. Velstadt's helm worn by the royal Aegis, originally imbued with the power of miracles. Ah, there, I see. Now soaked with dark after extended exposure in the undead crypt. A knight from a faraway land was lured to this accursed land, but forgot even why he came, eventually reduced to a shadow of his former self. I'm not sure if I have a wondrous soul, but I do have... aha! Sacred Chime Hammer. Great hammer of the royal Aegis. The power of this hammer's blessing has not faded completely, despite its being exposed to the dark of the undead crypt. Unleash its latent power with a strong attack. Sir Velstadt, known as the royal Aegis, gave himself to the king in both life and death. Well, that didn't tell us much more. Well... that was Velstadt, who he doesn't have an H in his name, but I say Velstadt anyway because it sounds so German. That was Velstadt, the king's Aegis. And, well, to a certain extent, also the king himself. And I suspect Future Skyne is going to have to do a lot here. A lot of work to try and figure out how to cover that in an analysis segment, but, sure. Over to you, Future Skyne. Good luck. Oh, gee, thanks, Past Skyne. You couldn't just fight the boss and then go back to Majula like you're supposed to. You had to go down the stairs and find the king, so now I have to talk about him? Fine. Now, there's more to Vendrick than what meets the eye, which I know both because there's that glowy thing on the ground near his gear that's clearly supposed to do something but doesn't do anything yet, and there's the fact that he seems to be, well, impervious to physical attack. I actually tried to kill him because I figured it would be more merciful to put him down, but swords don't seem to work on him right now, which is most curious. But probably the most important thing about Vendrick in the crypt is that that's not King Vendrick. As we've discussed many times already, the curse is the complete cessation of identity. You can interpret it as death, but it is the end of a person. You go hollow, you lose yourself, and you disappear. Everything you are, everything you used to be, all your memories, values, ideas, thoughts, and everything that constituted the being that is you is gone, consumed, sublimated into an empty, purposeless hollow. No different than any of the other hundreds of hollows that we've fought and killed in our journey across Drang Lake, which is why all the trappings of his kingly empire lie discarded on the ground while he stumbles around as naked as the naked hollows of the gutter. Now, we've cited Shakespeare once already in this video, but allow me to do it again. Because the first image that came to my mind when I saw Vendrick, a king, so lost to his kingdom, so lost to himself, wandering around as though in a daze with everything about him that was once royal, expunged from his form by the effects of accursed destiny. The inescapable image that came into my head was Lear, A king who, in Shakespeare's telling, is so obsessed with his own power and glory and so easily flattered by pleasant, comforting words that he gives away his kingdom to usurpers and is turned out alone in the countryside to wander and ramble as a weak, betrayed old man with only a very few loyal retainers guiding and protecting him for as long as he stays alive, until grief at his own gullibility and stupidity and the things that it has cost him finally kills him. My point here being that it seems to me that the kingdom of Drang Lake has already effectively passed to another ruler, someone for whom the king had a great deal of love, but who may not have had quite as much love in return. I wonder what the queen's role is in all of this. Anyway, there will be time to deal with the king in full, yet for the moment we're discussing Velstadt. And we know of two important things about him. First of all, that according to his armor anyway, he once came to Drang Lake from a faraway land, much like we did, really. And once there, like so many others, he found himself slowly losing his memory, the memory of who he used to be, what used to be important to him. And then he was saved, because he was offered, in the place of his old identity, a new one, to be Velstadt, Aegis of the king, which is why we find him guarding the king's crypt, of course. He follows his master down there and stands guard over his final resting place as a last act of heroic loyalty, because that's who he is. Velstadt, Aegis of the king, that is everything he is. Without that identity, without that position, without his loyalty to the king, he has nothing. He is nothing. If he wasn't Velstadt, Aegis of the king, he would be, well, hollow, probably. We've talked when we discussed the Dragon Rider and the Ruin Sentinels before about the negating effect of armor on a personal identity, of how a uniform is used to wipe out the individual in favor of a group identity. Now, Velstadt's identity isn't a group identity, but it's an example of the same kind of thing, an identity that is contingent. The Dragon Riders have their identity in being part of, well, the elite order of the Dragon Riders. The Ruins Sentinels have their identity in being the Ruins Sentinels, and Velstadt has his identity in being the King's Aegis. All of them are contingent on something outside of themselves. In this instance, the Order of King Vendrick, and on King Vendrick himself. And throughout the game, the power of those kinds of identities have been demonstrated to us, because even in the downfall of Drang Lake, with all the decay and destruction that's going around, the Dragon Riders hold to their purpose. They hold to their identities. So do the Ruin Sentinels, arguably, despite the dilapidated state of the prison and of Drang Lake Castle itself. And so does Velstadt. These identities are so powerful that even the downfall of the entire world and the death of their own monarch cannot sway them from being who they are, which translates into real life as well, of course, where people have indeed fought and bled and died for causes that were objectively lost, but which they couldn't let go of, because that would mean letting go of something deeply fundamental about who they are as people. And I mean this, like, for better or for worse, there are people on both the right and the very wrong side of history who have fought for those lost causes. And so Velstadt is yet another model of essentially how to be a person, a way to live your life in service to something other and perhaps greater than yourself. But he also raises a countermanding and rather troubling question of what happens when the thing that you're fighting for, the thing that your whole identity revolves around, doesn't exist anymore. Because there is no King Vendrick anymore. As we've discussed already, everything that was once him is gone, devoured by the curse. That thing that wanders around aimlessly in the crypt isn't King Vendrick anymore. There's nothing left to protect. And Velstadt can't deal with that. He can't account for it. Who he is doesn't leave room for a world that doesn't have King Vendrick in it. And so he stands there, guarding something that doesn't exist in honor only of the memory of the person that he used to be back when Vendrick was still alive. And it's killing him. We see that when we pick up his soul. He's slowly being tainted, like Artorias before him, and poisoned by the dark. And there's no longer any divine light in the world to drive that darkness back. Vendrick is gone, which just leaves him to stand there forever, slowly being poisoned by his own position, choking to death on loyalty to something that doesn't even exist anymore. Which is the danger of those contingent identities, because they're great, they're powerful, they're extremely compelling, right up until the thing that they're contingent on turns out not to be permanent or perfect. Being the Aegis of the king is an incredibly powerful identity until there is no king anymore. When who you are doesn't come from inside of yourself, when it's not flexible, when it's not changeable, when it is tied inextricably to something that is outside of you, then it'll keep you going. Sure, for a long time, perhaps, but the cracks will start to form, and the darkness will start to seep in. And it's interesting to me that in the lore of the Dark Souls universe, including in Dark Souls 2 as far as I can make out, the dark is humanity. Wild, savage, and unbound humanity. It's at least interesting to me that when the order of monarchies and gods fail, it is humanity that seeps its way in to fill the cracks. There might be a commentary about monarchy in there somewhere. Yeah, anyway, we're theoretically also supposed to be talking about character design in this series, aren't we? So hey, let's talk about that giant bell that Velstadt kept hitting me with. Because, oh boy, we sure did have us some encounters with bells in these crypts, didn't we? The bells of the crypt wake the dead to defend their tombs, and so to me it's kind of appropriate that Velstadt is a bell ringer, because the king is dead, and therefore, so is the Aegis of the king. Like the wraiths around him, Velstadt only really exists. The Aegis of the king only really exists when the bell calls it back from the grave. Velstadt may not be hollow, but in some ways he has already joined the ranks of the undead. Hey, thank you very much for watching another episode of the boss designs of Dark Souls 2. As ever, if you have enjoyed this particular video, then I appreciate the likes, the comments, and or the subscribes in whatever order and combination you might like. This is a series that takes a lot of work and doesn't draw in, frankly, that many views, both because Dark Souls 2 is an old game and because it's a relatively unbeloved member of its trilogy. So if you want to help me out, that like, comment, subscribe thing actually does help quite a lot because it makes numbers go up, and numbers going up on YouTube is good because the algorithm says so. If you want to help me out more directly than that, though, then I do have a Patreon, I have a merchandise store, and I have a tip jar that exists for that particular purpose. And if you want to sign up for a subscription or give me a one-time tip to say, hey, you sure did scream at a bunch of ghosts in this one, then I definitely appreciate the help. If you don't want to support me directly, though, that's completely okay. Believe me, I understand. But at the end of my videos, I do try to encourage people to, generally speaking, support the content that they love with direct contributions, however much they can, whenever they can. Especially with, you know, a global pandemic going on, advertisers are pulling their advertisement from online platforms like YouTube and from people's websites like left and right. Ad rates for a lot of people are plummeting, and so for a lot of YouTubers, they've seen decreases of like up to 50 or 60% in their income month to month. Now, I'm lucky enough that it hasn't hit me particularly badly, at least not yet, but if there is content that you love being produced by people on any website, not just YouTube, then please consider supporting them directly with anything you can, because in times like these, it matters more than ever, and that $1 donation can literally be the same as tens of thousands of views on a web page or thousands of views on a YouTube video. Anyway, the last thing I need to advertise to you, and I promise I'm gonna stop in just a second, is my second channel where I do Let's Plays and playthroughs of various things, and I do a bunch of streaming over there. We're playing through Final Fantasy VIII right now. I'd recently played a little bit of Code Vein over there on stream. I do a bunch of different stuff. I even edit this series live on stream over on that particular channel, so if you're interested in any of that, go over there and like, comment, subscribe on that thing also. Anyway, that's the end of all my advertising. Thank you very much for watching, and please do remember to wash your hands.